Welcome to day 2 of the 44 Cup Marstrand. We've got another great day of racing off the Swedish coast ahead of us. Out on the racecourse there is 13 knots, so a little more wind than yesterday, and the significant difference today is that the wind is from the south, so blowing along the coast, which will make things more challenging for the teams. Let's get into the action. Day 2 of racing is about to commence here in Marstrand. The big story yesterday was Black Star getting a couple of bullets in the first 2 races, but they're tied on points with Artemis Racing, both on 9, and only 1 point behind them are Gamera and Charisma, and then 8 points back to 5th place. But it's still very early in the regatta. Let's see if some teams can move up the leaderboard and see if some start to slide down. We've got 5 seconds to the start of race 4 here, first race of the day. We can see Gamera racing with a great start down towards the pin end, really nice. Charisma looked good there too. Aqua in the middle. Nika got a really good start up here towards the committee boat. They should be able to hold a lane there and choose which side of the course they want to go on. We actually see Gamera do that start quite often, but Nika like that one too. A really good start. The committee boat puts you in control of the whole fleet. No one can tack and cross them. If someone wants to get out to the right-hand side of the racecourse, then they're going to have to tack and go behind. But I would imagine with the breeze coming down the coast from the south, the left-hand side of the racecourse should pay in these conditions at times. And here, as we come towards the top mark, we can see that great start that Team Nika got towards the committee boat end of the start line has put them up into first place. A little bit of an untidy day yesterday. They kind of rallied as the day went on, but they were still lying in 6th place going into today, so a good result on this race would really benefit them. This is the team that won the last event, of course, Team Nika. They won in Puntaldia in Sardinia with a really good result, which showed the form that they have shown over the last couple of years. Their first event of the year was a very poor event. Let's have a quick look at the results. They were in 7th. This is the team that's won the last 2 seasons, and they were 7th in the first event, but they did win the last one, and they are leading this race now. More importantly, left there, they had a tough time yesterday. Good to see them in a better position right now. Team Aqua having a soak low. The boats are all pretty close coming around this mark. Some great action. There's a few more waves out there today. Artemis, who are lying tied for first, not having such a good one here, and there's Black Star Racing, who they are tied with, who are even a little bit further back. So be interesting to see with these different conditions whether it mixes things up a little bit today. All the boats are on their J2s, and you can see they're keeping the jibs up downwind, which suggests there is more breeze out there than we saw yesterday. Team Nika here coming downwind, looking very dominant right now in this particular race. They do tend to go better when the breeze is up. That is something that we've seen of this team, and we've seen some footage of these guys sailing in the breeze in the past, and it's always a great thing to watch. Here is their spinnaker drop, let's see how tidy this is. Get that kite away. They want to they're going to have to jibe to go around that left-hand gate mark as we look upwind. There we go, nice little jibe. The spinnaker has completely disappeared inside the boat. Get the sails trimmed on. Just getting the jib in now. You don't want that to lead the turn, but they did that beautifully. And on the breeze and heading away from the fleet with Charisma, the other monogas team, opting to split and head off to the right currently. It does look like there's good breeze out there, but it seemed to on the first beat, it seemed it was all about the left. And Team Wow here having a really nice race there in 3rd place. That'll be a great result for them if they can hang on to this one. And Gamera too, your season leaders currently going around there in 4th place. But the jib isn't all the way up. That's a little bit untidy. The kite's not all the way away, and the jib wasn't all the way up. I'm not sure what happened there. A little bit of an unforced error. And untiding's given Peninsula a bit of an opportunity to get inside them. And they weren't going to live there for too long, I wouldn't imagine, Peninsula. But not very tidy work, as still jib wasn't fully trimmed on there. Here we have Team Nika approaching the final top mark of the first race of the day, race number 4 of the 12 scheduled for this regatta. Second day of racing, you always want to sort of make sure you're still in the mix. Going to the 3rd day, I always think is the key day for putting yourself in a position to have a great last day and try and win the event or be on the podium. A little bit of weather sheet stuck on there, a little untidy, but they got that sorted out. and they'll get going downwind with a fairly decent lead on Charisma behind them. Not the tidiest set we've seen from one of the best teams out there, but seeing Gamera have a tough bottom mark, these are the best teams at this, and they struggle sometimes. They're challenging conditions, tricky boats to sail. Look at that, good crewman hiking out on the side there, trying to get that weather rail down as you bear away. Nice crew work there, nice set on Charisma, and they have a tidy second right now with Aqua just behind them. Although saying that, where was Team Wow? Well, Wow just ahead of Charisma. Kind of missed that one. We shall see shortly, because Wow were also having a great race, but certainly a slightly tidier set there on Charisma than we saw on Nika. Will that help them eat into the wonderful lead that we saw Nika gain? Great shots of Nika here, your race leaders currently, showing some of that better form that we're used to seeing from them. You can see a couple of people hiking the boat down there. Big Tavi on the handles, on the pumps, doing all the hard work for the spinnaker, putting the power into the sails. Got a couple of trimmers trimming all the sails that are up right now, and Vladimir Pishikin on the helm driving this boat as well as he always does in these conditions. We've often seen them revel in these stronger conditions, and it's great to see it again here. Yeah, this team that looks so good for the last couple of years, and had that little wobble in the first event of the year, but showing some of the form that we're used to seeing from them, with a big tidy lead on the boats behind them, but not been so good this event too. So this is good. This is sort of, I think, what we're seeing in this race, actually. Some of the boats that have been in the middle of the pack are having a better race, and some of those that are leading, your Black Stars and your Artemises, are in the middle. So this will mix the results up a little bit. We can see Charisma there. That's the white spinnaker on the right, and the further right spinnaker there, that's Team Aqua. So it looks like it should be Nika are going to win this one, no problem. They're pointed at the finish right now. Charisma look like they should just stay ahead of Aqua. They might have to do one more jibe, but that could put Aqua into the lead if my maths are right. Sorry, beg your pardon. It could put Charisma into the lead if my maths are right. We haven't talked too much about Charisma, but they have made a change in their team. Hamish Pepper is the tactician, and Hamish Pepper hasn't sailed on the boat for a few years, but when Charisma had their really dominant form, they won a couple of seasons in a row. We talk about dominance with Nika, but before the Nika dynasty, shall we call it that? Perhaps 2 seasons isn't enough for a dynasty, but the dominance that they had, certainly over the fleet, Charisma had the same 2 seasons in a row, and that was with Hamish Pepper on board. So he's back on board. They're getting a second right now as they cross the line. And with Aqua just about to cross the line behind them. Aqua looking quite tidy here in this event so far too. But Charisma, yes, if I'm right, that puts them up into the lead here in Marstrand. So with Hamish back on board, are we seeing the Charisma of old? It's early days. This is only race number 4 of the 12. But yeah, really interesting there. So yes, Gamera Racing, Black Star coming in now. So yes, the lead boat's a bit more in the middle of the pack. So Black Star were those 2 bullets yesterday that gave them a tied lead with Artemis, who you can see just behind now, with the Artemis symbol on the spinnaker there, the blue boat. They are soaking low to the finish. The reason why is because Peninsula are just coming across the finish there too, and I think Artemis will just have pit them by soaking low there. Just got ahead of Peninsula. But yeah, this will mix the results up a little bit, so it'll be great to see the scoreboard in a second. Different conditions today, and we're already seeing different boats having better races, and some of the ones that did so well yesterday not quite as good. It's only one race into the day, but it's certainly lumpier out there. You can see the breeze, the mid-teens and low to mid-teens sort of conditions, and yeah, a bit more lump on the water and different challenges, and also the wind coming from a different direction. Certainly one side of the race course is going to be favoured. That will be quite different to yesterday. Here we go. Look at that, Team Charisma. They've moved into first place, 2 points ahead. Another lead change. I think we're going to see a few of those though over today, tomorrow, and through into Sunday. So very interesting racing already. But let's hear from Vladimir Pishikin about that wonderful race 1 they just had.
Actually, we are very happy to win the first race here after very, very slow start and being behind the whole fleet. Of course, these conditions are favorite for Team Nika because we are known for going better in strong wind. But good start, good tactics, good ball speed, and that's it. So looking forward to repeat.
Rejoin the action here for race number 5. Race number 4 is in the bag, but we're on board with Black Star Sailing. So the team that had 2 bullets yesterday and was tied for the lead going to today. After race number 4, they have let their lead slip by 2 points. It wasn't a terrible race, that first one today, but it was average, and that wasn't enough with Charisma getting a second in that race. And Charisma so far is just staying out of trouble. They haven't won any races yet, unlike Black Star, but they have always been in the mix in the top half of the fleet. But let's see what kind of start Black Star Racing can get here. We've seen the starts be pretty important so far, especially it seems today, but it seems to be a bit of a left-hand track, that's left-hand race course, and to get out to the left-hand side of the beat upwind, you do need a good start, because otherwise you're going to be tacking off if you're in dirty air and get affected by boats around you if you haven't got a nice lane. Here we go, we switch over to Team Aqua here. Let's see how they can do as well. Team Aqua, who is sitting in 5th overall this season, but only 3 points off the lead. It's a pretty tight season so far, and doing some pretty tidy work with the 3rd place that they had in the first event of the year in Lanzarote. But yes, you do need a good start if you're going to get out to the left, and you can see Aqua down towards the pin. There you go, start time, beautiful start. If you want to go left, being at the pin and getting a good start there is really, really good. And you can see Artemis are going to get squeezed here straight away, and it's going to be difficult for Artemis to live in that lane, and they are going to be tacking off, and they're not going to be able to get out to the left as tidily as we will see Team Aqua do it. So very, very good start there from Team Aqua. Black Star Racing, we were on board with them going into it, not quite so good. They are having to head out to the right hand side, but we talk about it being a bit of a left hand race course with the land being on the left. That tends to be the dominant feature on these sort of courses. There is current out there, which makes it completely different too, and you might find that there's more favorable current out towards the right hand side, and that's a much harder thing to read as a tactician. As we get towards the top mark here, we can see actually Black Star Racing heading off to the right. That hasn't been bad. So Aqua going around in first, the team that went left from the pin, and one of the teams that had to tack out early and get over to the right was Black Star. So a real mixture of conditions out there. It just suggests that it's not all about hitting one side out here. There's opportunities on the race course to sort of get through the fleet a little bit, and you have to manage the here and now a bit more than the overall course strategy. Left Racing going around here in 2nd place, in 3rd place rather. Camara closely behind them. Left, they had a horrible race in the last one, race number 4, so they finished in last place, was it? But certainly they are down in 8th right now. This is the team that's 2nd overall for the season, and we're only talking a point behind Camara, the leaders. So, and the team that's always doing really well. I sort of talk about them as the bridesmaid and not the bride, because you often see them on the podium, but not actually winning the chocolates, not actually getting the top of the podium. But here they just haven't found their form in Marstrand. It hasn't been the place for them. As we watch Aqua come down this first downwind leg of the 2nd race today. Looks like the breeze is a little bit lighter out there. Certainly in this area of the sea, you can see a little bit more breeze offshore, but you can see it is a little bit lighter. They're happy to continue and head towards the land. That was the side that they sailed up to get upwind. So they like that side, and all the teams following them actually. They even though we saw Black Star do well heading off to the right, all the teams following as we see them jibe now. I suspect they'll be fairly close to ley line. They won't have to do too many more jibes to get down to the bottom mark. Nice jibe on board there. You can see how busy all of the team are through every manoeuvre. It is all about teamwork with these boats. You're sort of short-handed for a lot of these manoeuvres, and they go pretty much on ley line as they head down. And most of the teams are coming in from that left-hand side as we look upwind. Be interesting to see now which way Aqua and Blackstar and these teams choose to go. They're certainly aimed at the right-hand gate. That was the easy drop for them. But will they round up and tack and head off to that left-hand side again? I would imagine so, but it isn't all about the left as we have seen. Blackstar look like they're dropping right now and jibing and heading towards that other gate. So not only do they get to not follow Aqua and be a little bit in their gas, they're also heading towards the side that they feel is favoured. I would imagine that Aqua will tack fairly soon, and certainly they'll want to cover Blackstar. And there you go, they've tacked already. That would have been exactly what I would have done too, Cameron. Lovely to see it. And they are going to cover Blackstar all the way up this beat, I would imagine. And certainly, as it seems to be, that side towards the land that is favoured. As we get the sort of middle of the fleet boats coming around now, Gamera looking tidy again. Artemis there, who one of the lead is going to today, not so good so far. I think they had a 6th or a 7th in that last race, and they're struggling again today. Blackstar Racing has taken the lead in this race, so going around that left-hand gate and getting out to the left first, I would imagine they got headed as they got towards the shore. They were able to tack over and cross ahead of Aqua, and now leading this race. So 2 wins yesterday. Can they get their 3rd one today? Let's see. This is a team that didn't do the first event of the year, so in the overall standings, until they get a discard, which all the teams will get, and they're not looking too tidy right now, but with a good result here, they could start to move up that leaderboard for the season too. Slightly untidy set on Aqua there, haven't got the kite popped yet. It is a little bit lighter with the J2. You can't drop the J2 all the way, so it does make it a little more difficult. We're actually, the boat behind them and left are having similar struggles, if not worse. You can actually see the battens of the jib affecting the luff there. The luff of the kite got caught behind the battens of the jib. So yeah, when the jibs have to stay up, which these J2s do, it certainly is a little bit more difficult when the breeze drops a little bit, and I think we saw a couple of sets there which were very much that. But right now, not too much change. Blackstar Racing looking like they should be able to hang on to this lead, and all the boats again heading down the side. I wonder if Aqua will think about having a little go at splitting from them and getting some leverage to try and get past them, because they won't be able to pass them by following them. Or will they try, or will they just follow it and be happy with a second? And we can see here that if anything, Blackstar has accelerated and gained and put a bit more distance between them and second place Aqua. And actually Aqua they would have been as nervous about the boat behind them as they would in trying to get ahead of the boat and get the lead. The second place is very good. You don't want to throw it all away trying to get first place and end up 3rd, 4th, 5th, especially in these more challenging conditions. But you can see it's a little bit lighter. Again, there's more breeze offshore, but certainly down here towards the land, it is a little lighter on the water. Both these boats look like they overstood a little bit and having to reach into the finish, which suggests that the breeze might have gone right on them a little bit. Got a little bit headed, and yeah, certainly for Blackstar they're having to sail quite a hot angle, but that's no problem. They had plenty of lead and they've actually stretched away, and this is their 3rd win in 4 races, which should put them back into first place in the regatta. We'll see where Team Charisma were, but they will definitely have put those 2 points back on them and will at least be tied for the lead, if not further ahead. Back with a nice second. To consolidate with a good first race as well, and yeah, doing some very tidy work here in Marstrand so far, and a left looking a lot better. They need to shake off that day one, and that in fact the first 4 races, all 4 of them haven't been great for them, and start showing the form that we're used to seeing from the French team. Gamera always in the mix, aren't they? We talk about Charisma usually being in the top 5 in all the races, but Gamera, it's pretty rare that you see them have a bad one. But there we go, they get a nice 4th place. you see Team Nika in the background. There's Charisma now. So they will have just lost the lead. They won't be too many points behind, just a couple. But Black Star have again taken it back from them, taking the mantle right now here in Marstrand, Sweden. It'll be interesting to see the leaderboard shortly. But yeah, Artemis is slowly slipping back too. We can see them. Are they going to be able to pit Team Wow? They're not. So it's going to be close here between Nika also coming down and Artemis. I think Nika just got them there, so that could be an 8th place for Artemis. So definitely losing their grip on Marstrand at the moment. The local team, one of the 2 local teams here, looking so good yesterday and coming out of the day with only 9 points, which is an excellent day by all standards, especially in this fleet. Just starting to let it slip. So 9 points yesterday, they just got 8 in that one race, so not so great for them. There we can see Black Star Racing, couple of points ahead of Charisma. Gamera right on their coattails in 3rd, and then a bit of a gap down to Team Nika, Artemis and Aqua in the middle. Yeah, so a little bit of a 3-horse race at the moment, but early days, and let's see what race number 6 can bring for us. Race number 6, the final race of today, is nearly underway. We talked about this 12 races scheduled for the event here in Marstrand, Sweden, and looking at the weather forecast, I'm pretty sure we're going to see all 12 races too. So yeah, a busy week with a lot of races for these guys, and someone will come away as the champion of Marstrand in 2026. But this is race, when we finish this race, it'll be the halfway mark, and still plenty of golf left in the hole. 5 seconds to go. Let's see who can get a good start here. Starts have been key, as we've said. Artemis, power up. They had a really nice start. Nika will be happy down there at the pin. Gamera with a fantastic start here towards the committee boat end. That's we've seen those sort of starts. Oh no, they're bearing away now. Okay. So sorry, Gamera. Commentators Kerr's about to say how great a start that is, and we've seen winners come from that position. They were OCS, so they must have just been, their bow must have been just over the line at start time, so they have to go back and recross the line, and that would have been very expensive for them. As we approach the top mark, we can see that it is Aleph, who had a nice 3rd in that last race. They are currently leading this one, so they are having a much better day today, and obviously enjoying these conditions a little bit more. And just behind them, Artemis, who we talked about a little bit in the finish of the last race, who weren't doing so well today, but they are in 2nd place right now, so that is better from them again. The local favourites, they'll be wanting a good showing here on home waters, the Swedish team in Swedish waters. And Team Wow in 3rd place, so having a nice first beat there in this last race of the day. Oh, untidy set from them though. That's unfortunate, especially for the first set of the day. Sometimes the second set can be a bit untidy, but they had a twist in the kite there. They managed to get that out, and they're on their way, but they would have lost a little bit on Artemis, and not just that, but Team Aqua, who are right behind them, would have gained a little bit. Peninsula Racing, who have not been having the best regatta so far, not by their standards, they would say too. In 5th place, and they'll be hoping to get a 4th or a 3rd out of this one, start doing a little bit better if they want to do well in this regatta. But behind them were both the Monaco boats, who are struggling in this one currently. As we look at the left coming downwind, you can see the team working hard on board, pumping the mainsail there, trying to, every wave you're on, you want to have a little pump to try and surf those little waves. Even the smallest of waves can help you get a little squirt forward. You can see the guys hiking on the side too, trying to get the boat to the weather side down, so you can sheet on a little harder and go a little faster. And yeah, they have a nice little lead over Artemis coming down towards the finish. Coming down towards the bottom mark here. We're not that far into the race. Jumping ahead of you, but they're going to go around the halfway point of this race with a really tidy little lead on Artemis behind them. It looks like Wow Racing still in 3rd place. Artemis will go round. It'll be interesting to see which which gate mark they decide to go to. We saw Black Star Racing pass Aqua in exactly this position last time. You can see Aleph tacking already. They want to cover that side, knowing that Artemis were going to jibe and go to that. Artemis a fair bit further behind than Black Star were to Aqua though in the last race, sorry. So I'd be surprised if Artemis are able to get round Aleph from there. Wow Racing also going around this right hand mark, but I was a little untidy getting the jib on there. A little bit slow to get that wound in. All these little things, it's the nuances, these things that cost you a few inches, they can make a big difference. Team Aleph, here they are, Aleph Racing, coming towards the top mark, the final top mark of the day. Greg Gendel fighting the corners out there, getting the tack out to the prod just in time as the chute hits the top, getting weight back, a bit of jib down. The chute is set and the boat is off and headed towards the finish already, and the next boat is probably only just about to round the mark. So a really, really nice job in this race so far. Bad first day, but they're coming back and showing some much better form here. I mean, look at the lead they have. They've just stretched and stretched away. Artemis are in a very comfortable position, but I will be very surprised if Aleph don't win this, and I would say there's a very high chance that Artemis are also going to come in second. Wow Racing though does have Aqua right behind them, breathing down their neck, and Aqua will be doing everything they can to try and get past the Turkish team and try and get another podium position. Aqua having a really good day. They could be the boat of the day. When we see the results at the end, we'll have a little look. But another slightly. No, that's not too bad a set actually. And let's not be too harsh on them. That was actually for a second set. It was tidy. Let's have a look at Aqua's and get that weather sheet off. Let it set. Let it breathe. Get the wind in it, and off they go. But yeah, Aqua could be boat of the day. They're just sort of no wins, but they've been in the top 3 or 4. Every race today so far. Oh, looks like Black Star picked up a penalty at the top there. Didn't see what that was. Try and see that again. But yeah, that's your event leader so far are currently doing turns, and a whole bunch of boats are sailing past them. Nika gets past them. Gamera, who had that OCS, and you see how we talked about starts being important. They had to go back and restart, and that has been really expensive for them. It's another boat that's been doing well here and also leading the season so far, struggling with this one. So the difference with this race, and I love it when they do this, they go around the bottom mark for the finish, and they reach towards the harbour, and the finish is actually in the harbour. But Aleph, there's no problems for them. They have a massive lead, and this will be a bit of an upwind leg, if not reachy, a little bit crack sheets all the way into the finish, not too many passing lanes. Look at the size of that lead. It's sort of funny when you have leads like that. I mean, it's a wonderful thing, you're easily going to win the race, but you'd give up a little bit of that lead if you could use it in a few other races, just to give up a few of those meters and spend them in another race if you could. But of course it doesn't work like that. There we see the beautiful island of Marstrand in the background. They will have just celebrated Midsummers, which is a huge deal here in Sweden. There would have been a big party, and probably some sore heads in the morning after that one, but not for our professional sailors. They would have been training and getting ready for the racing here this week, and always a challenging place to come and sail Marstrand, but a beautiful place to sail too. Wow Racing just hanging on to that 3rd place, but Peninsula have slipped past Aqua down into 5th, and Charisma there sitting in 6th, who were leading after the first race of today. Nika behind them, we've seen them win a race today also, and then Black Star Racing, who were leading going into this particular race, so this event, are sitting second to last, and Camaro also doing well in the event, are currently last. So this is going to mix the results up massively. It's going to be really interesting to see the leaderboards as we come out of this at the halfway point of the regatta. All the teams are having good days and bad, or good races and bad races, which is something that we see in the 44 fleet all the time. It's such a strong fleet. The boats are so even. It's so easy to have a good race and then go into the next one and have a bad race. It's really difficult to get a roll on. in these regattas and stretch away from the other teams. There's always someone else who's doing well, or you have a bad one. It's really, really hard to be consistent, especially when starting is so important, because starting, as all you sailors will know, is a bit of a dark art. And you can see Peninsula just coming up and staying high there, not wanting Aqua to be able to roll over the top of them. Wow Racing should hang on to this third place, but Peninsula and Aqua are very close there. I wonder how Peninsula managed to get round Aqua. It must have been something that happened towards the bottom, and perhaps even down at the bottom mark before they turned up and headed into the bay. So there we go, Team Aleph finishing today really strongly. Started poorly, finished strongly, but that's the way you want to do. And they are trending upwards right now. Their curve is heading north again, which they will be very happy about. It's really mixed up through the fleet, but Black Star Racing, who were leading the event, just crossing now. So let's have a look. They just hang on to that lead. Team Charisma, though, tied on points, even though they had a sixth. Artemis have moved back up, and they're only 2 points behind with a second there. Gamera Racing slipping down, but still only 4 points behind. And Team Aqua, who had a really good day today, only 1 point behind them. So only 5 points. 5 points between the top 5 boats. What an excellent day here in Marstrand. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's the halfway point. Let's see how things go on moving day tomorrow, Saturday, here in Marstrand. Join us again.